So today I'll be doing a video discussing the Fairy Tale Next Generation trailer and why you guys should be excited for the new trailer that will be coming very soon, and why we'll be having a lot of new Fairy Tale Next Generation content that you should be looking forward to. Now, unless you guys have been living underneath the rock, then you guys would know that Hiro Mashima has confirmed that he has a lot of more Fairy Tale works in the makings, which does lead a lot of people to believe that Fairy Tale Next Generation is one of those works. And this is something that's to be very hyped up for, because the fact that the creator of Fairy Tale literally says that to not to worry about Fairy Tale ending because there are multiple spin-offs that he has working on goes to show us that he is most likely working on a new spin-off. And we now know that he was working on Fairy Tale Next Generation while he was working on the first Fairy Tale series. So I do believe that he is working on the Next Generation right now while he's working on Fairy Tale 100-Year Quest, especially since he's not the only person writing the 100-Year Quest. If you guys didn't know, Hiro Mashima is only illustrating. He's not doing all of the writing. So that does mean that he doesn't have as much of the workload. And we already know that he does have the characters for Next Generation. Yes, we know that he has Nashi Drag Neo. She has been revealed to us a long time ago, which means that Hiro Mashima, he's had time to think about her abilities, think about her character personality, everything. And we also have been introduced to Storm Fullbuster, and this is looking very hyped too, because this is the son of Gray and Juvia, and these two look like that they're going to be the main characters for the series. So the fact that we have already been introduced to the Next Generation characters goes to show us that Hiro Mashima, like I said, he's already been working on the Next Generation manga series, the spin-off series, and he has confirmed that the Next Generation will be happening if the fans request it enough. Yes, so us as the fans, it is up to us to request the Next Generation, because Hiro Mashima, obviously he doesn't want to just continue to just keep doing Fairy Tale for the rest of his life. But if he does see that the fans do want it, then he will have no problem writing it, because Fairy Tale, it's not like it's a dying out breed or anything. Like, no. Fairy Tale is still popular, and if he sees that the Next Generation is wanted, he will do it. So all of these things leading up are adding up to showing us that he will be working on Next Generation. Is that, and since he already is working on the Next Generation, it will go to show you that an anime will be coming forward very soon, because we already know that all of Hiro Mashima's mangas get animated. So that Fairy Tale Next Generation trailer definitely is going to be coming to us now. That is the reason to be hyped. Now, I know you guys must be thinking, okay, Underrated Mage, but what will the trailer have for us? And don't worry, I got you guys, because I'm going to be telling you guys what I think will be in the Next Generation trailer, because like I said, it's going to have a lot of new content. And I mean a lot of new content, way more content than any of the other Fairy Tale series have had before. And the number one thing will be Natsu and Lucy's new child. And I'm not talking about Nashi Drag Neo, because Nashi Drag Neo, she has already been confirmed. We already have the character design for her. In fact, we already have the name for her, and we don't even have the name for Gray and Juvia's son yet. So that just goes to show you that Nashi, she has been way confirmed for a long time. Hiro Mashima, I'm pretty sure that even though Nashi Drag Neo is going to be in the trailer, obviously she's not going to be the child that I'm talking about. The child that I'm talking about is a new one that Hiro Mashima is planning on doing, and that one will be the son of Natsu x Lucy, because we've seen that Hiro Mashima in the past, he's given the characters multiple different children. So I definitely do think that he will do the same thing for Natsu and Lucy. In fact, we do know that Gajio himself, he was planning on having multiple children too. So who's not to say that Natsu, he wouldn't have another child? And I'm not saying that this would be the main character, but if they did have another child to complement Nashi Drag Neo, I do think that would be one of the biggest plot twists. And we know that Hiro Mashima, he loves dropping plot twists on us, and it will also be one of the biggest things to add for the Drag Neo family. And speaking of the kids, I had to discuss the first look at Storm Fullbuster, because I want to let you guys know, do not sleep on Storm Fullbuster. He will be very hyped up, because he will be the son of Gray and Juvia, meaning that he will have devil slaying magic. Yes, he will be the next generation of devil slayers, but he will also have Juvia's water magic, so he'll most likely be a water devil slayer. So Storm Fullbuster, I can't wait to see what this character will do. And to be honest, I think he might even be a little bit more hyper than Nashi Dragneil. Yeah, I said it because Storm, he looks cool. His character design and everything looks so epic, and where his abilities are just going to be some of the best things that we are ever going to see. So I definitely can't wait to see a little bit of the Storm Fullbuster. But one of the most underrated things in the series of Fairy Tail are the brand new Exceeds that we're most likely going to get revealed to, because we know that you can't have a Fairy Tail story without Exceeds. I mean, it's literally just law. Like, it's just law of the universe. You can't have the story of Fairy Tail without Exceeds, and I don't think that Natsu is going to pass down Happy to Nashi or to any of his other children. So I do think that he will actually let Happy mate. And what better person would it be than to have Carla be Happy's mate? Because we already know that these two, they have a little romantic thing going on together. And I definitely do have to say that what if Happy does end up passing down his son or daughter to Nashi Dragneil? I think that would be cool. Or what if they actually do go back to the Etelos world, or they do bring back some Exceeds? Maybe that would be a new twist, because who knows, maybe by the time they go back to Etelos, everything will be fine with the Exceeds and the magic powers. I don't know. We do know that Mr. Gon Jalal, he will still be ruling over there. Maybe he might have changed the ways. So what if they go over there, get a couple of new Exceeds, bring them back, and then we have them for the new generation? Because yo, like I said, Fairy Tail, you always are going to need some new Exceeds. Like when Frost and Lecter were introduced, I was like, okay, this is cool, and they don't disappoint either. So brand new Exceeds, I'm definitely excited to see some of those. And we are going to get brand new Fairy Tail guild members, and this is probably going to be one of the most hypest things in the series, because for crying out loud, one of the newest guild members, known as Toka, has just shook it up the whole Fairy Tail series. So if that was just one new guild member in the Fairy Tail 100-year quest spinoff, just imagine all of the other new guild members for the Fairy Tail Next Generation. Like, there could be some guild members that are completely from a whole different continent, like Giltenia. Like, there's just so many different outlooks on who could be a new guild member, especially since the world building has just gotten so drastic with Fairy Tail Next Generation. But we also do know there will be guild members that are obviously offsprings of the current guild people, like Laxus' son. Hopefully he ends up getting with Mir Jade, or Lisana's child, or there's just so many different people. But we also do know there's going to be a new guild master, and I'm actually interested to see who's going to be the new guild master, because some people think it's going to be Urza, because she was obviously named the guild master before. She was named the guild master when the guild had first came back, so I can understand why people think it'll be Urza. But then there are some people who think it'll be Natsu, which is obviously understandable. Natsu's the main character, so I can actually see Natsu becoming the new guild master. Or some people think it could be Lucy, because we do know that Lucy, she is the main, I don't want to say main, but she's the protagonist. Like, the story's told from her point of view. So what if she actually does end up becoming the guild master? I don't know if she's going to have this. Well, I'll take that back. I was just about to downplay her straight. But Lucy, she, at the end of the series, she's going to be crazy strong. So she would have the strength to do it. It's just about, I don't know if she'll have the personality to do it. Because, yo, to be the guild master of Fairy Tail, you gotta have a pretty wild personality. Like, you see Makarov, Mavis, like all the people prior. And my personal pick, I would probably want Laxus to be the guild master, just because it'll fit along the whole storyline with the whole Yuri family, how they run the Fairy Tail guild. Makarov, I just think it'll be good if Laxus did become the new guild master. But regardless of the fact of who does it, be excited for the new Fairy Tail guild, because I'm letting you guys know, for Fairy Tail Next Generation, the guild will have a completely new makeover. And speaking of new guild members, I have to discuss the new Dragon Slayers, because like I said with the Exceeds, it's just not Fairy Tail if we don't have Dragon Slayers. Like, Exceeds and Dragon Slayers and dragons, those are some of the main things of Fairy Tail. And we've already seen that Fairy Tail 100-year quest, the new spin-off for Fairy Tail, it's introduced 5th generation Dragon Slayers. So I do believe that the trailer will introduce the tradition of the new Dragon Slayers, and we will get 6th generation Dragon Slayers. And we already seen that Gagio and Levi, they have already hinted at that with their children already being, or with Levi already being pregnant. So I definitely do have to say that brand new Dragon Slayers, you can expect them to be in the trailer. And I do think that Nashi, she will be a 6th generation Dragon Slayer. So obviously she will be in the trailer, and that will be the 6th generation Dragon Slayers. And I don't think that these guys are going to be evil, because we see that the 5th generation Dragon Slayers, so far they're looked at as evil. The 4th generation Dragon Slayers, they were kind of evil just because they were like mindless little bots. So I do think that the 6th generation Dragon Slayers will be back on the good guys side. And last but not least, I had to discuss the brand new villains that we are going to see in the fairy tale world. But this time it's going to be different, because I do believe that we're going to be going up against bounty hunters. Yes, we've seen bounty hunters in the whole Sun Village arc with Lucy. I do believe we're going to be going up against some of them. But I do believe we'll be fighting against Devil Slayers too, because like I said, Storm 4buster, he's going to have Devil Slayer magic, and he is going to be one of the main Devil Slayers. And I do think that Hiro Mashima will introduce more Devil Slayers. And last but not least, we will definitely have to fight the higher up gods in the fairy tale verse, like God Ankh-Sram, because I do think that these gods, since they have been hinted at in the entire story of fairy tale, Hiro Mashima won't fail to link them into the story of the next generation. And I do think that the fairy tale next generation, they will take their leaphood of power into like godhood, like seriously, because we already see how fairy tale 100-year quest, they're already making the power scaling super strong. So with this new trailer, I do think that the new villains, they will show us maybe some god slayers, devil slayers, and all that good stuff. But overall, what are you guys most excited for the fairy tale next generation trailer? Me personally, if I had to pick the number one thing that I'm excited for the trailer, it would have to be Natsu and Lucy's child, because I want to see Nashi Drake Neo animated, and along with their new child if they do potentially have one. But what do you guys think about the next generation trailer? Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.